Hey, how's it going? It's Dr. Zach Yabzel from Optimized Physical Therapy and Performance, here with a quick video on hamstring tightness. Keep in mind, when we talk about the word tightness, I don't actually mean a true structural tightness. A lot of times that tightness that we feel, whether it's in our hamstring or other parts of our body, is actually a perception our body creates. So keep in mind that I'm just using the word tightness because it's the easier word to kind of get across. So to understand where this tightness behind our leg kind of comes from, first we have to understand anatomy of our hamstring. Our hamstring actually starts right underneath the buttocks here and runs all the way down to behind our knee. Meaning that the only joints our hamstring has an effect on is going to be the hip joint and the knee joint. At the hip, what the hamstring does is it pulls your hip back in this direction. So if you pull your hip in this direction, you're going to be lengthening the hamstring. Now, at the knee, what it does is it bends the knee. So anytime you're straightening the knee, you're going to be stretching that hamstring a little bit more. The other structure we're going to be trying to differentiate between the hamstring and is going to be the nerves that come out of the lower back. The nerves exit the lower back and they run down the back of the legs, down behind the knee, into the lower leg, and actually into the foot and into the toes even. So sometimes when you're feeling that tightness, we have to understand, hey, is that tightness coming from the hamstrings? Or is that more so coming from the nerves that are running down our legs? I'm gonna go over a quick test to show you guys how you can differentiate between the two. All right, so here's a quick test that we use here at Optimized Physical Therapy and Performance to differentiate between hamstring and nerve tightness. Cool thing about this test is all you need to do it at home is some floor space. So go ahead and lie down on the floor, flat on your back, and whichever leg we're testing is gonna be the moving leg, okay? So in my case, I'm gonna be testing my left leg. I'm going to keep my knee straight and I'm going to lift my leg up until I start feeling some tension down the back of my leg. So I'm going to lift it up and I feel tension about here. Now, the trick we're going to use to differentiate is our ankle. Understanding that the hamstring goes from the butt to the back of the knee, any kind of movement at the ankle, if it changes that intensity of my stretch I'm feeling back here, can't possibly be from the hamstrings. So what I'm going to do with my ankle is I'm going to take my foot and I'm going to point it towards me. If that increases the intensity of the stretch down the back of my leg, that is more from the nerves rather than the hamstring. Okay? So once again, lie on your back, keep the knee straight, lift the leg up until you start feeling that stretch down the back of the leg, and then from there, point your ankle towards you. If you get an increase in intensity here of stretch, that's more from the nerves than it is from the hamstring. Okay? If you don't get a change, then that might be the hamstring that you're dealing with. Or it might be some other things that we'll get into in the future. Now, understanding why we're doing this test is important as well. We differentiate between these two because we want to understand what is truly causing your mobility limitations. If it's a nerve, but we're sitting there stretching the hamstring, you probably won't get the maximum benefit and maximum improvement in your mobility as much as you would if we targeted that nerve, and vice versa. So give this test a try at home. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, shoot me a message or shoot me a comment if you guys need any help. Thank you.